Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. To recognize President Paul Kagame and his team of leaders in this country that are present here, and also my colleagues, fellow cabinet colleagues from Zambia, and all of you distinguished participants, also particularly appreciating the organizers of this FinTech Forum, and indeed those who have played a particular special role to make this FinTech Forum possible. And ladies and gentlemen, I wish not to emphasize the technical aspects of this FinTech Forum, not to emphasize much on the particular aspects that would justify the importance of financial inclusion on the platform of technical, if you like, capabilities. But more to say that, to emphasize that we're privileged to attend this platform together with my colleagues, and I'm sure I speak for others from other parts of the world that are present, but to also emphasize the importance of the need for us to accept that accelerating our economic and social development is an imperative, given, if you like, the large profile of the younger population, especially on this continent of Africa, and the need to provide opportunities for these young people. And to make it very clear that while before it was a debate as to the importance of technology, the importance of financial inclusion, access to capital, and indeed other aspects, it cannot be a question on our lips anymore, because it is one that we acknowledge that financial technology and access to finance, capital, is of utmost importance to our quest to achieve accelerated economic and social development, so we can take care of our populations. Doesn't matter which country we are. It doesn't matter which regulators we have to deal with. It is still critically important to accept that we need this component. We need to bring the unbanked into the economy, into the formal economy. And haven't we seen this in the last couple of years, how simple things were so difficult? What do I mean? Just to send money to a place far away from where you are, we needed to go to the post office sometimes. Have you forgotten that? We needed to go into a physical branch of a bank and fill a form and sign it so you can send just $10 to someone far away. Just think of you first deciding to go to the bank, then getting to the bank, then getting a form, filling that form. The bank manager looks at it and asks you a few questions. After some time, it's taken in. Then you have to wait for 1, 2, 3 days before the recipient actually acknowledges having received the money. Now, leave aside everything else. Just think of the time it used to take. But today, those of us who have rural backgrounds, those of us who live in another part of the world, are able to send money using mobile money. So simple, isn't it? How has this become possible? How is it that we take that for granted? and that not long ago we couldn't do that. That's what we're here for. So it settles the argument or the debate as to whether this subject we are here for is important or not. We can then spend time to ensure that we can walk, in fact, race towards bringing more of our population into the financial world. Yes, you can talk about financial literacy, yeah. You can talk about curricula, that is true. You can talk about tools, that's okay. But I want to focus on the end point. The end point ought to be one that creates opportunities for all our people, irrespective of where they are, for them to participate, to take the opportunities that come with being part of the financial system, accessing capital. President Kagame and I were chatting that for us on this continent, we have a bone to chew with a global financial system, that we pay a higher cost of capital than anyone else. Why? But we are judged the same way. When our businesses are being assessed, when the risk profiles are being put together, we are benchmarked in the same way. I think it's an important issue I would like to raise, not as an insider, in terms of those who have organized this, Singapore, Rwanda, to say this should be part of our issue as we push for access. As we push technology platforms, we also need to push the importance of making capital available at a fair price. I think it will partially deal with the subject of, if you like, inequity in this space, but only partially. What else? For financial inclusion, FinTech to work and work properly, I do believe the issue of energy becomes important. Probably it's a remote component I'm bringing, but it's integral to allowing us to achieve the agenda on the table today. The separation, the inequity between urban and rural populations, where we take internet for granted to allow us to use it to basically transact when we need to. It is not the case for some of our citizens, global citizens. So energy access is important, and therefore internet access must be one of our agenda items, that this must become available to most of our people. Most of our people, if not all. And today, with technology again, we are able to have off-grid energy, something that was difficult to even contemplate in some of our countries 15 years ago. Today, it's possible, cost is reasonable, solar. So, lastly, I have put quite a bit on the table. Lastly, I want to emphasize to the organizers how appreciative we are to be part of this forum, but also as a public worker, as your servant, so is President Kagame, and the ministers that are here. Doesn't matter which country you come from, regulators that are here, it doesn't matter where you come from. We want to confirm, and I'm being naughty here because I didn't consult President Kagame, but we want to confirm that. We want to confirm our support for this agenda. We want to confirm our support for this agenda. We want to confirm that it's a duty we have, especially that we manage public finances. It's a duty we have to support young entrepreneurs, innovators. I was just taken to one of the innovation hubs this afternoon, and I was quite enthused with these young people. And I quickly my mind raced back to the days when I was at their age. We never had that opportunity, which they have. The tools were not there. But I said publicly there that we in public offices, we must support these young people, these institutions that are doing things like this. And through them, we will achieve what we had no opportunity to achieve in our time. I think that is really what I wished I could say this afternoon. Once more, congratulations, Singapore, Rwanda, participants. Thank you.